What's up, everybody? We are live. I am Tyrone E. Wilson from Ready to Love DC, and welcome to the Life and Times of Tyrone Wilson. And tonight we're going to talk about Ready to Love Detroit. This is season 11, episode 3. And with me tonight, I got the lovely Lex Royal
Hey,
and
hey.
and Fernando. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
Hey, y'all, it's your girl Lex Royal here. I just refuse to take off my bonnet, so I'm going to keep this avatar up. So we going to make it do what it do. Good to see y'all.
Yo, Fernando, ready to love Potomac. See me in my work fit. That boy clean, ain't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, good seeing everybody though. Let's get it started. Let's go.
That's what's up. What did y'all think of episode 3 overall?
I liked episode 3. I hated episode 2, and I missed that one. I hated it, and that's probably kind of why I missed it on purpose. But back to
Mhm,
3. 3 was cool with the skating.
mhm,
Tommy on skates, that was kind of cool to see.
mhm.
But I did enjoy the roller skating and stuff, and I think they gave everybody a good ample amount of time. you know um yeah, it was cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Detroit is giving me like a old school Ready to Love vibe. You know what I mean? It's like they mixing the old with the new, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Was she
Also,
walking barefoot in that picture? Sorry.
No, 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 no.
I
Okay.
mean, she got socks on, but sneakers. Okay.
Oh,
I'll say episode 3 was cool. Like you said, the data aspect as well, going on the skating rink. But then the little aspects they changed, they added to the show. So, for example, they have like that diary cam from inside the car before the date
The
hmm
what?
starts. Diary cam.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I
you
saw
know,
that.
it's just little things they sprinkling in to kind of just, make it a little different, updated. So I appreciate that. So yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
Sorry, no, it was just a little sidebar. I remember because I watched Ready to Love for years, and y'all never did diary cams, right? So when they did my show, they gave me the phone and telling me it's the diary. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not doing this. Like, I just started like, why are you giving me? But they had to explain it to me. I'm like, oh, all right.
Right, right. All right. Let's see. What's up, y'all? To go to Africa, always support. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Um,
to go to Africa. I
yeah, I'm
tried to
going.
shout you out last week and I couldn't, but I
Uh-huh,
appreciate you.
for sure. Yeah, it was cool. I think it was solid. They actually started with a couple of big group dates, which I like because you get to see a lot of people early. Um, one thing I did notice though, I think this is third or fourth straight date. So we're gonna see how that go. I got some little bit of commentary about that later on. So I did take some notes. It was just about Ed and Donna. Um, so they was going back and forth between all the different castmates. Ed and Donna. I noticed. I don't know if you could tell uh, when you're watching it, but you'll see when the members from the second mixer come in, you get to see everyone's reaction to that. And then I just remember writing down, look at that fake ass reaction. Like they told them to celebrate the new people coming in.
All right.
We had an interaction with Nicole and Devin, Chris and Shannon, Bello and Emily. But Emily, that was like Emily's fourth or fifth cutoff. Like she cut off at least half uh, the cast mid sentence. I think production definitely wanted us to see that because they didn't have to keep showing that.
If you could
Uh,
play that for me, maybe I missed that one. If you get a chance.
which one?
The cutoff.
Bello and Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me go try to find that. Yeah.
If you can, if not, it's cool.
I'm about to say with her and Vince, you can find a whole lot of it right there.
And which one is Emily? That's not the titty girl, right?
That is a titty girl, unfortunately.
It is her?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she got sent home.
That's the end of the
After.
episode. We at the beginning
Oh,
now.
shit.
It was
Sorry.
after me. I might have got it wrong. It might have been Vince.
Yeah, because her and
It
Bella
was
are cool.
Vince.
It was
It was
Vince.
Vince and Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, my bad. My bad,
Talking about
Bella.
her being a teacher and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Was that not at the end?
Nah, that was in the middle. Remember they went on a date?
Nah, this
It
was.
was
I'm talking about
middle
at the.
end.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about at the
yeah,
skating rink.
yeah. The skating rink, somebody else. It wasn't Vince though. At the skating rink.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I think
Devin, not Devin. What's your name with the glasses and the neck on his tattoo? Tattoo on his
Chris.
neck.
Chris.
Chris. Yeah.
Okay.
It might have
Oh,
been
yeah.
him. Maybe. It might have
I don't
spoke
know why
twice.
you got that. I don't know why I thought that was Bella.
I think somebody had sent me a clip,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really recognize the person in the clip, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it was the chick Emily, and I think she was on Pop the Balloon.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think it was her. Somebody had sent it to me, but because it came from a different platform, I didn't share it. And I
Okay.
didn't really know who it was either. So I didn't even know like who to tag in it. And it didn't say anything. But yeah, but I think it was her though.
It was
And I
definitely.
think she probably lost weight and, came back on a different episode.
She had the balloon, or she the one asking the questions?
Asking the questions.
Okay.
My bad. I was trying to find that clip. What else do we have? We have this little montage of Vince and Nicole. That stuff you do in high school where you pretend to fall and stuff when you're at the skating rink, and I remember them days.
You know what? I'm not mad at the old school dating relationship stuff. Like we really need to bring that back. It's like everybody made it seem like it was a bad thing, and it really wasn't bad. Like it should be like little flirting here and there and things, stuff that we used to do.
Do we though? Nah.
Yeah, you know why? Because there were more successful relationships back in the day. Now it's like everybody wants to. I don't even know. Like, are they doing it for the gram? They want to go viral. They think about, now they thinking about more about what other people think. They clearly will like somebody, and we seen that in Philly. You will clearly like somebody, but then you worrying about what other people going to think about your relationship and stuff instead of you just being locked in. So yeah, let's bring back that old school stuff.
Yeah, but do you think they was locked in because they ain't had that many options, or they was locked in because they wanted to be locked in?
There's always been more women than men, so everybody always had options.
Yeah, but now we have that internet option, which is a big game changer.
I mean, right now you could find 200-300. This was the thing when she cut him off. I think this is what I was talking about. She said, "Okay, well."
I see. I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she was like, let's go skate. She walked off. I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. From the skating, I think there was like one good thing that I made a note to clip, and that was the conversation with Donna and Darius. And basically she just kind of pulled him to the side and let him know that, she didn't feel that he was being authentic, and the fact that he was showing up. Let me get it right. She said that he didn't give her a good first impression and that he upplays the persona. And he said it was judgmental because she don't know him and believes no one can judge if they don't know him. And in my mind, I'm like, this is, these conversations do happen, during the season. I know I've actually had to pull some people to the side and let them know how I felt, but you don't mean it in a bad way. What do you think about his reaction to it all?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's back. Wait. Let's back up a
It's
little
this
bit.
convo on screen right now.
Right. So you said that you had to pull somebody to the side. You told a woman that she wasn't like you gave the same type of conversation to a woman.
No, no, no. So basically, I had to let them know where I stood with them. And it was 3 different women all
Are
on the same day, all at the pool.
oh on at your thing. Okay. Well, here, this how I think with this, right?
Mhm.
Um, I think both of them were correct, but I think she was out of line. And I think she was out of line because like basically this is a mixer, right? And not everybody is going to gel and mesh together. So if you felt as though he wasn't being sincere with you, that is for you to move around. You know what I mean? You don't have to check him. Like what you checking him for? He is who he is, and whatever woman matches with him, that's gonna be on them. What you checking this grown man for? What you telling her? Oh, you didn't see more thing. Like he don't owe you nothing, ma'am. And I think she has like what's the word? Uh a overinflation of self. You know what I mean? Because why you think that you owe anything else? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you, ma'am? Like, please, you know what I mean? So I think he handled it very well, because really and truly, he could have just told her about herself on some rude stuff. Because to me, I feel like that was warranted. Like, what are you checking me for? Like, just go ahead. It don't matter. Whoever he did gel with or whoever, and then let's say he is giving a persona, right? Maybe when he talked to somebody on the phone, now he start relaxing. That's how you know when you in. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand what she was expecting. I'm wrong? Okay, tell me I'm
No, I
wrong.
didn't say that. What you think, Fernando?
All right. I think she's valid for pointing out what her first impression was, because you won't know unless I tell you. So my initial thought of you, I'm stating it. But I think she should have gave him the platform opportunity to show different. Like, hey, my first impression of you might have been wrong. So now I'm here to kind of get to know who you really are. Or maybe let me get some more time with you to see, do I really feel that way? Or is there more to you? But I think instead she kind of had her wall up like, this guy's fake, he gonna be fake, and left it at that. And didn't really move past that initial reaction that she had about him.
I think she had that light skin fever and thought that she was the shit and she expected him to fawn over her or like most people do probably when they see her by themselves and she didn't get it. So now she wanna check him on being fake. No. He don't owe her nothing. If he wanna be fake or do whatever he wanna do, there's 9 other women there. Ma'am, well, go ahead.
Well, I
Am I
heard the
wrong?
fact
I
that
mean,
she tried to make it seem like other females felt the same way. Like she's talking for everybody else. Like they
but
ain't willing
she
to say
should
it.
have did that because I didn't hear any other women say that.
Right. And then he came around with like, the other ones are being real with me. So now it's like, who's saying the truth? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
that
that
part,
you
I feel
sorry.
like she was lying though. I feel like she was lying though. And I ain't like that part. Like, don't lie on some shit just to make your point. Like, you feel that way, you feel that way. But don't try to sit there and say like everybody else feel the way you feel on some bullshit.
That's exactly what it was. She was trying to manipulate him. She was lying. Cause I mean, well, I'm not gonna say she was, but she was lying from the viewer's eye point because nobody else heard it. But then at the same time, the girl with the burgundy hair, I'm guessing that's Ashley. Ashley was all up in his face and all touching him. And every time you see them on camera, it's always him and Ashley or whatever. And on top of it, when he even sat down with that girl, he had a bouquet of flowers in his hand. So there was somebody he was giving flowers to. So ma'am should have held that. She shouldn't even have talked to him. Once she seen him rolling around with flowers, she should have held her corner because that mean that somebody got to that man and it wasn't you.
What do you think, Ty?
I mean, it's a bunch of different thoughts. I know every season, so it's going to be a mix of both, right? So every season, we always try to um, tell the women to follow their intuition, right? Every season we see a woman, they have a really strong intuition about somebody. They put it to the side and end up getting burnt in the end. Um, so yes, I did agree with her about her intuition, following her intuition, and basically explaining that it is based on past experiences, and intuition is, built in, to help you survive, so to speak. Did she need to tell him? Um, I don't think so. I feel like at some point they encourage you, to speak to everyone. And then some of the days you can hear them say, "We didn't get the chance to talk on day one," or this is our first conversation. So that happens. And I felt like she was just basically telling him the vibe that he was giving off. And, he could have took it multiple ways. We saw the direction that he did take it. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have dug deeper and been like, "Hey, what was it that made you feel that way?" Right? Like, we are on a date. Um, but you could be right, Lex. Like, did have the flowers for someone else. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe that was the reason why he did kind of cut her short and was like, "Well, you don't know me, and that's that." Um, I probably wouldn't have done it that way,
And
but
you know what it gave me too? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you. I'm sorry.
okay.
Um, it gave me. You remember when? Shout out to Denise from Houston. That's my
Mhm.
girl. But do you remember when Denise kind of came at Rashid and was like, "He a narcissist" or something to that nature? You know what I mean? Like that's what it gave me. It was kind of like just come on, like just move around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nine other people there for you to put your energy into. But that's what it gave me. It just felt like she was just speaking out of turn. And I don't know, maybe the production company told her to do it. But to me it just didn't make any sense. And then for real, like if you already know a person isn't your type, do
Mhm.
you really invest in them just because what? Because you want the show?
Say that one more time.
If a person is not your type, like if you already see that they not your type, right? Do you still invest time in them just because what? Because they're on the show?
Well, they gonna make you do it at some point eventually, right? Like they
Mhm.
say go on dates with people that's not in your top three, right? And then you'd be like, why? But then again, this could be the reason why you're single because you think you have your type and your type ain't working for you.
Yep. And like I can say that too, because like for myself, I thought I had good conversations with everybody. All the females said they didn't eliminate me. But then when I spoke, thinking about it in hindsight, I was walking around, I literally said, I'm not talking to her, I'm not talking to her. And then when they
Mhm.
asked me to talk to him, I said no. So I think, it does definitely play a part. Like they want you to have those conversations because really you might have that first impression where you might not really mess with them like that. We actually talk to them, we get to know them. You might
Mhm.
find out a lot more. You might actually find out actually worth the conversation, actually worth the effort of actually getting to know.
Yeah. And I think the other thing about that, the whole Darius situation, I feel like, he moves in a way where he's different, right? And he wants to be different. He's clearly different. He the only dude with a fur coat on, right? So I feel like if you are moving different, then you have to accept if people are perceiving you differently. Not saying that you have to explain or that you have to, care about their feelings or whatever, but I think if you're moving different, to be aware that people may perceive you that way as different. And they may not know what that difference is because they haven't talked to you. You just different to them. Does that make sense?
Yes, and then what that means is you should observe a little more. You should have she should have had a different conversation with him because it was in a different environment and see where it was before she spilled all of that. You know what I mean? Because I understand the difference. Because I mean, we all do it. Like I looked at him the same way. Like he got this jacket on, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? And you think, you know what I mean? But then you have an interaction with him, and then he's talking to you politely,
Mhm.
kindly. He doesn't give off that whole ego thing, whatever else might be. So to me, I feel like he probably has a very good sense where he can balance it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like he's very aware of what's going on and how people perceive him. And just like you said, so but I just didn't appreciate that. And I think what she did was totally different than what Fernando was saying. Like
Mhm.
I feel like if they tell you to talk to somebody to see that you might like them or to come out of your comfort zone or just to have a decent one-on-one conversation, great. Right? Her thing to me was like straight attack to his character.
Okay. Dang, I wish I had the. I do have the clip. I didn't upload it. But we could get the exact words if y'all want to. If y'all want to hear exactly what she said.
Right. To go Africa said, some men would have cussed her out. I agree because I was cussing her out. I was cussing her out on at the TV. Jaguar says, yeah, he just shut it down smoothly, no aggression. He didn't crash out. He just denounced her story and even said he felt sorry for her. He handled it like a mature person, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he added a little spice to it. Not like he was totally
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
He added some sauce, but I think, but
To
her
keep her from
calling him,
coming back.
but she called him fake off rip, and so that part would have bothered me because like nothing about me is fake. Now, if you feel like I have a wall up, or maybe I'm not being my authentic self, or you may think there's more to me than what I'm presenting, then sure. But calling me fake gonna start off the conversation wrong from there, and then I got to now prove myself on how real I am, and that's
You
where
in
it
the
really
cuss.
can go left.
I think she was just saying, not to cut you off. I think she was just saying his approach to her didn't seem genuine. I felt like that's what she was saying, not that he was a fake individual.
You know what, Ty? Go ahead, let's look it up. Because you know what I noticed too, right? I think that she realized that he just was not into her. And that's a lot of people, a lot of women just don't realize that because they always think that they're the shit and they supposed to get all the attention or whatever. And then you do have them high yellow girls that act like that too. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, because if you could look back at the table, right? When they were talking, he was talking to her or whatever, his body language wasn't giving that he was into her, but he was still being respectable, he was still open, right? But then a woman walked by. I don't remember who walked by, but a person walked
Christina.
by and they kind of touched. You know what I mean? I don't remember who reached out first.
It was the habitual line stepper, Christina.
Oh, well, see, you know what I mean? And I think, and that right there, I think that's what kind of took her off, like, oh, this, that, and the other. And now, and a lot of times you have a lot of women that when they hold to a high moral standing and then a guy is attracted to like a baddie or what you would call like the Instagram girl, they
Yeah.
automatically put you in like a fake category because you chasing that when you see I'm sitting here and I'm looking very wife like and but
I
And I
got you.
think, kind of to your point, maybe she used to be in like the baddest in the room per se, or the one getting all the attention. When now you're in a room full of baddies ish,
right,
so now it's like, oh, it's competition in here, and they're not all looking at me. So now you have to actually prove yourself. It's not more about just your looks. It's what do you bring to the table? What are you talking about? And she just wasn't. She didn't have
right,
that conversation that he was looking for.
yeah. Or the look, I think she had a very plain look too compared to a few of the other girls.
Dang, I did. This is why we do this because I did not get that vibe
What vibe you didn't get?
that she thought that she was the shit.
She thought I didn't, when I realized she thought she was the shit when she had that conversation with him. Cause only a person who think they the shit and deserve something better would have called you on your stuff like that. Because so what if you got 10 men in a room and one of them think they fake, why do you care? Even if production put you to talk to him. You could have just been like, hey, all right, I see. Oh, you got flowers in your hand. Da, da, da. That's what I would have
Yeah.
said. Who the lucky girl?
Yeah. Or, maybe she could have waited for him to come to her and be like, hey, we haven't chatted. What's good? What's up with that? And
He would
then
have never had came.
right. And then that's when she gives the explanation. Well, I felt like, in our first conversation, what should she say? It was just all jive.
You know, that remind me of a meme on Instagram. Imagine you blocking me and then I don't even realize it. Darius blocked her and he ain't even realize. So she blocked Darius and he ain't even realize because he ain't pay her no attention. Like, come on, man.
But it happens. I ain't gonna lie. It happens. I'll tell you, who that happened to for me. Aisha from New York. I
Mhm.
thought she was hardcore. I thought she was, uh, you know, gonna have a lot of resistance, and she's actually turned out to be a sweetheart. So
Okay. But at the same time, I couldn't see you and Aisha being together. That's two different type of personality. I'm telling you, from what just looking at it, it's like, mm-mm. Even if y'all would have had relations, it wouldn't have went anywhere from there. Sometimes you gotta look at compatibility and stuff like that. And
yeah,
she just wasn't given. Not taking away, like we need to stop making it seem like when a person isn't another person's type, it doesn't make a person less than, and it doesn't take anything away from them. They just know, like, you just not going to mesh,
mhm,
And Darius, he's seen, like, you see with the fur and stuff like that. He's going to want a baddie on his arm. The person that's going to go on his arm got to get the same amount of attention. If not, you're going to be feeling insecure after a while. You're gonna be like, why all these people wanted, why you gotta take pictures with all these people? Why you gotta, da, da, da," you know what I mean? Like, it's
mhm,
just not gonna equal up.
yeah, I got you.
So
That was good. This was a good. I felt like this was a good teachable moment.
yeah, if people listen. I'm telling you, because it's funny, because you have a lot of people that they see people do those things when they low key be doing the same stuff and they don't call it on themselves. Like, nobody likes to really look in,
hmm
you know.
hmm Um, I think after that we had another scene with Darius, and you mentioned, I think it was Ashley. So Darius and Ashley, they have a conversation, and then I think it's about the kids, right? So we find out that he's got 4 kids, and the question for the chat was, do we feel like this situation is different because we've had cast members, especially guys with kids, in the past, and I felt like the reaction was a little bit different, almost like he was getting crucified for having 4 kids and being married, separating, and then trying it again with the same woman.
Oh, that was Darius's story, or that was Brandon's story?
It was Brandon.
Right, Brandon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they do usually yeah, they usually do put the person out once they say they have all those kids. Did he say how many baby mothers he had?
Mm-mm.
And you know what too? Like, let's be for real. A lot of people make allowances for what they want. So if they
Mhm.
see this man walking in here and he look like money and he said he got 4 kids, a lot of times they gonna eat it because they're gonna be like, well, I guess he can afford the children, plus still look like this, and he look how he carry himself, so he will be able to afford me and what I want as well. As opposed to Brandon, where, don't get me wrong, Brandon was a very nice looking guy, but he still looked like he got a regular 9 to 5. And so, now you thinking like, damn, now my check gonna be split because he got to take care of these kids, and on top of it, his own bills and stuff. So that leaves a little amount of money for the type of lifestyle a lot of these women like to have.
Got you. Um, yeah, I always like to get a woman's perspective, even if you have 0 children, that's still an option.
Is what's to the option, a man with kids?
Yeah.
I
Four.
mean, yeah, if he got the money, that's what it really boiled down to. I mean,
Uh-huh.
a lot of, listen, come on. Like, I don't even want to go off on a tangent, but a woman will make allowances for whatever she wants. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if he look like he has the money, because remember, he walking in, I think he had gold on or whatever kind of watch it was, because I believe somebody was talking about his watch another time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then all of that. So if he has all of that and already has the 4 kids, then you thinking to yourself, oh, I could do this because, he still likes to live that type of lifestyle, and the kids, their money is not going to get in my way. Just from his flex alone, and
Mhm.
that's really what it boils down to, because everybody want to still be treated, or will he be able to take care of me and mine or whatever. So yeah. And nobody would assume that he would be a deadbeat dad looking the way that he's looking.
Mhm.
Which you could still be wrong, but nobody would assume that.
Right. Well, we're gonna see. It seemed like they got something going on because this hug right here look real.
And one thing I do want to say, I don't care what nobody say, that man is 40 years old. If that man is 40 years old, if that man is 40 years old and everybody is the age that they say they are on that show, they need to do a science study in Detroit because something is aging them people faster than what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm for real talk. Because think about it, because they were talking about him dyeing his stuff, right? And then you got Bello dyeing his stuff, and Bello, I don't think he's supposed to be that old either. So that means something is legit over there. It could be in the water. I don't know what the air, whatever. Something is over there that is aging these people. Why their hair is falling out? Why they looking older than they are? Don't play.
Listen,
You never know. That's what I'm saying. But I be talking that real shit.
I can't
Uh-huh.
speak for these fellas, but I had to go through that same shit myself, yo. They swore that I was older, that my beard was dyed and all that kind of bullshit. I never dyed my beard. I
Yeah.
was 34 when I was on the show. So I don't know if the TV make them look old, they persona make them look old, but sometimes niggas ain't gotta lie. It just is what it is. But hey,
You didn't look old to me though.
well, thank you. You the one person that didn't say that. Because they dragged my ass on. So.
I was old. I was old.
You weren't old
And look
neither.
young. No, Tyrone is old. He just look
I
young.
was
He
old.
the
I
he the
think I was
reverse.
43, 44.
Goddamn Benjamin Button ass man.
I think I was one of the oldest one, me and Walt. Yeah.
Walt. Walt. Who the hell is Walt?
Walter.
Oh,
Sabrina's Walt.
Yeah.
Walter. I never call him Walt. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, Walt. There's a Walt. Okay, sorry.
All right, we good on
So you
it
were
look-
showing the hug between him and Ashley. Yeah, I think she really like him.
yeah,
They look
yeah,
cute together. I hope they're like the it couple for the show. Give you something
yeah,
to look forward to and hope for and all that kind of good stuff.
yeah,
To be honest with you, I don't see anything there. I think he liked the attention. I think that she's young, and when you get older, you always got that thing where you be like, oh, you keep a young Joan because they keep you young and all that
yeah,
stuff. So I
yeah,
think, yeah, I think that's what it is with him and Ashley. But if I was
yeah.
to pick somebody he would be with, I think he would be more with Lauren. But I don't think Lauren, I don't think she really want him like that neither. She might know a baby mama or something. When you be in the same circles,
Yeah.
somebody and all of that stuff. But so I guess because if he have to do a thing of elimination, Ashley would be the perfect person, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, young, no kids. She's doing very well. What is she? Um, yeah, the personal trainer. She had her own. Did she have her own studio?
I think it might be like the body contouring or something like that. I
Uh,
think it might be with her or as a
yeah,
hairdresser, something with women.
yeah. I think she said you're gonna need money to date her.
That's Christina.
No, Ash, that was Ashley.
You say you don't need money to date her, or do
Ashley
need
said
money?
you're gonna need money to date me. That was one of the first things out of her mouth.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta
Little
see that,
short, yo. Okay.
but
Episode one is in my notes from episode one.
to be honest, every woman say that. What woman gonna be like, you don't need no money to date me? Them be
Why?
the pick me's. Them be the pick me. Yeah, I'll go on a picnic, and then when she gets you, she gonna be like, I can't believe you ain't taking me nowhere. You ain't.
But I feel like you could say that without saying that because I feel like once I hear it,
Yes,
I'm
it's bad.
I'm turned off.
Yeah, it's distasteful.
Like we can do some things, but don't make me feel like you using me.
Yeah, it's very distasteful, and that goes to the clip that I had just saw because there was a woman, I don't remember what her name was, and she was telling Bello, talk about, oh, 3 men. I told 3 men that I needed a massage. One
Yeah,
man said he ain't have it. one said he gonna send 180 and you ain't
Yeah.
say nothing. I'm like, listen to this dry bag. I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. We was gonna get into that, but that was a digital exclusive.
Yeah.
It was
All right, well, I'll save the rest of it then.
Yeah, I got something for that too. So you can say that one.
Yeah,
okay.
that shit irked my soul.
We're at the next event right now. So Chris, Nicole, Emily, and Vince out together on a date.
Wait. I'm sorry. I mean to skip you. There was something that you had brought up when you said like when the other group of people came in, the ones that had went somewhere. Didn't you have
Oh,
a point for that?
yeah. I said basically when the second group comes in, when Tommy introduces the second group, um, you could see the reaction from the first group. And I wanted to be like, look at that fake ass. Yeah, it was this right here. Who was this, Ed? So let me rewind it a little bit. Ain't nobody that happy, right? So Tommy calls in the second group. Watch Ed. But it was just too quick.
That clap.
Yeah, it was just too quick. Like they told him to give that reaction.
Well, didn't he say he liked the girl Nicole though? So maybe he just
Nicole
reacted to
standing
the.
right next to him.
Oh shit! I'm shut up.
That's you know what, but you know what, you're not wrong though, because that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, maybe Nicole was in that bunch. So who were the people that was in the bunch, Ty, that he could have gotten excited
The
for?
second one, it was Dominique, Christina, um, Emily, Ashley. Was it Ashley?
Ashley?
I don't think it
No,
was
I
not
Ashley.
don't, I
Ashley.
don't, no, I don't
I
think it
think
was
it was
Ashley.
four women and four men, but I think Diamond ended up getting sent home. So it was Emily, Dominique, and Christina.
Maybe he just was happy that it was more women. Like more women came back. No?
Okay. Maybe because I think he did mention something, and I think he went on a date with there was him and Donna went on a date later.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, he just seemed happy as hell. And then I think this is the scene where Nicole was actually saying she was happy to see somebody else come through the door. I think it was
Devin.
yeah, and not Ed. So
Hmm. That was
mhm.
good. I actually like that too because it's like that shows that you can like a person for so long and think you want them, but then you find somebody else who might fit them all better.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. I like that little thing she was doing where she was skating through the guy's foot. It was kind of crazy to me for a first time skate, but I mean, hey, it showed, just like what the guy said, it
you know,
showed that she was playful and all of that good stuff.
She ran face first into the butt like several times. She a good one. I was like, stop trying, sweetheart. It's okay. But she was a good sport, and I enjoyed her being playful like that.
He like, we just met. That's a good way to feel the package without feeling the package. Mhm.
yeah.
Go ahead and teach that Jonah Lauren.
I'm gonna say, you know about that, don't you, huh?
Uh,
Go ahead to teach that Jonah Lauren.
all right, we got this date. What did I notice about this one? I think I might have played this last time, but it was the it was the cheap ass handshake um, from Emily to Vince. Yeah, so we did talk about the diary cam. Chris, Nicole, Emily, and Vince. But on the diary cam, she mentioned that she don't like Vince, and Vince could be somebody that could trigger her. Watch this handshake. Watch this. Ah.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, he don't have no idea why. So maybe he just not aware.
I think he was aware. I think he was more than aware, and I think he was forcing it when he went back for the hug. I think he was like, "What the hell was that?" You
Uh-huh.
know, and then he went down to the bottom like, "Nah, I'm gonna give me a hug."
No, I think when I say he wasn't aware, I'm thinking he wasn't aware of why she did that to him, not the fact that she did it.
Oh no, you know what? I think he knows. I think that he knows that his personality is somewhat kind of off-putting.
He looks surprised as hell.
I think he knows.
I think that's his right. I'm not saying he's playing dumb, but I think that's
Uh-huh.
how he moves. You know what I mean? He
Uh-huh.
acts like, "What? For real? Huh?" And
Uh-huh.
then and he's like, "Come on, bro. Like you know she ain't fucking with you, but you gonna act like that anyway." Like, all right, go ahead,
Hmm.
keep playing that game. Cause
Yeah,
like in the lounge, he went in the lounge. He had a lot to say in the lounge. Like, bro, you knew that from the jump. She ain't like you like that, and y'all ain't get along.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna see
I
this
think,
one more time.
yeah, I think he knows. And you know, sometimes I told y'all last time, like sometimes people be giving men this advice,
See, look
and
at
with
that. Uh-huh.
that advice where it's like, if you can make a lady laugh, you'll get in there or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I think that's so stupid. But a lot of women, even there was somebody in the comments that was saying that, yeah, they want a man that make them laugh.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so
he could have reached out to her first. And he did it. He's still waiting.
because he like, what you shaking my hand for? This ain't no business arrangement. This ain't no business meeting. What you talk about? Her hand, look how her hand was extended like that to say, look, do not go any further than my hand. You know what I mean? Look at that. Before she even walked up to the table, good. She didn't even get in the screen properly. She like, oh
But
no, I gotta see him. Let me just give him the hand so he know.
at this
Yeah.
point though, don't you accept it? Like, all right, she don't want to hug you. Now I'm not. If you give me your hand, okay, cool. 6 feet. I'm giving you 6 feet. I'm not gonna come around the table which I get a hug from you. Like that was weird to me. Like let it
But
go.
that's why I said, that's why I know he know what he doing.
Yeah. I would have definitely been like,
He
all
wanted
right,
a
I would
hug.
have just
He was
made
like,
a
I'm
mental
gonna get my
note.
hug before I leave out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your hug. She be wearing her titties on her all up on her neck. Go get that. Go feel that hug. I ain't mad at him. Look. See, he like, nah, no, you ain't finna get away like that. This ain't no business agreement. Yep, hug. Look, church ass hug, but he still got it. Chris,
Like,
like,
Yeah,
I
funny,
see what
but
you did. Look, Chris, like,
right.
I see what you did there.
Well played, player. Well played.
yeah. I think that was about it from this date. We did see Chris pull Nicole away. And I remember being like, I think there could be something there. You know? For some reason I feel like he's gonna be there at the end.
Between him and Nicole,
I think him and somebody.
you know, he confuses me. It's like he gives like this real astute nerd look, but then he got this big old tattoo on his neck. It's like, pick a side, buddy. I'm so confused.
It's a
Yeah.
garden tattoo though, so it's not as.
I
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
but
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's it's still confusing. It's like you trying to show me you're a rebel, like like just I don't know. It's just confusing.
No, I got you. It's veggies. It's for his career. His career.
Right. But you know what's so funny too? Chris is easy to forget.
Well, there was a digital exclusive with him where he kind of commanded the room. He did have some big energy there, and I don't know how well the women took it. You know, he was just loud talking. Could have been the drinks, but check out those digital exclusives. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see that. But I mean,
Mm,
it'll be a couple of times like because I talk to
mhm,
different people and stuff, and they be like, Chris.
mhm.
I'm like, who the hell is Chris? And then they be like, the chef, and they be like,
Uh,
oh,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah. And then we got Vince just asking her these questions, and she just wasn't with it, you know.
That was crazy to me. That whole situation right there. That was rude.
Yeah, I felt like he was trying, you know.
Yeah.
He was trying.
It was painful to watch, man,
Yeah,
because it's like like somebody say pulling teeth. Like he's literally pulling teeth, and she just was not
yeah,
with it.
yeah.
Hmm.
And to think like they're on set. They're sitting by themselves, so he can't, you know, move the conversation to someone else. And the cameras is there. Oh man, I know that had to have been tough.
She should have
But
just moved a little better. Like I feel like we cannot match up and still have human decency. Because at the end of the day, we still all going through this experience together. You
Uh-huh,
know. So
uh-huh.
at least show me respect for that. Like, what is he asking her something about? Something stupid too. Like it was just dumb. So she could have definitely answered. It wasn't like she was giving up her past or something.
Yeah, so he was asking about the kids, because she was a teacher, and she was saying, "I love my kids equally." But what do you like about the characteristics of the incoming freshmen and outgoing seniors? Um,
Yeah, that
she
was
said,
all dumb.
and then they started talking about their own kids. And then I had a question. My question here was, how do y'all feel about strangers giving advice to you about your kids? Is that something that you should even bring up?
I guess I'll say I thought it was kind of cool initially because
Hmm.
the teacher conversation wasn't working. He was trying, she
Hmm.
wasn't with it. When they got talked about kids, they both seemed engaged,
Hmm.
and he was surprised that she had kids and she had older
Hmm.
kids. He said, "Well, give me some tips, some advice." And so he asked for some advice, but then she kept giving. The way she spoke to him and communicated her advice is what bothered him. I think kind of what bothered me too. Because you can't tell me how my daughter's going to be. You can't tell me my daughter's not going to miss me. You don't know my daughter like that. You can say, hey, she may change when she goes to college. Of course she's going
Hmm.
to change. But don't tell
Hmm.
me she's not going to miss me. Don't tell me that. Like I ain't trying to hear that. You don't know what you're going to do. Just advise me on some suggestions, and that's it.
Yeah, I get it. I did have a note. I said I do understand Emily a bit here, because she's a boy mom, and I feel like boy moms are a little different. You know, they're a little different.
Well, that's a shame. She a boy mom and she got her titties out like that. That should be embarrassing. That's not embarrassing because like then all your homies is looking at your mom and lusting after your mom. I don't know. I'm just different. But to me, I think that would be embarrassing for a little boy.
Well, he's 20
Her,
something. He's 23, right?
So I
I think
don't know.
I think
I
her
mean, her
son.
being a teacher though is enough. Like, why your titties all out the teacher? So I'm like, I'm watching the show. I'm watching you. Like, you teaching my children. That's how you carry yourself on TV. I mean, granted, you're allowed to have your own personality outside of the school system, but like,
Hmm.
you know, what I mean, have some. I mean, just I don't know, it's not a good look. Thinking about being a school teacher dressed like that, in
Hmm.
my opinion.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
clothes. Hold up, hold up.
what?
She was supposed to be making clothes or something.
She had a couple of things, I think. So Emily was a seamstress. She was a high school teacher. I
So
think.
basically, she Tommy. She ain't got no job.
Well, from what they said, she was with the Detroit Pistons cheerleaders.
She ain't got no job. God, there's too much stuff. Like now, cause for real, because you know what? I remember in the group they was talking about her making clothes and stuff. And then I was like, shit, she couldn't make nothing for me because she ain't making the right sizes for herself. You know what I mean? So then now you a school teacher. Like, come on now. Like let's make it make sense. And I'm gonna tell you something. If this was a man, they would have called it on a man a long time ago and said he was a bum.
Well, she would have the same schedule as Steve, right? Because he's a teacher as well.
I
So
mean,
she probably don't work during the summer.
I don't know about no
Yeah.
schedule of what you talking. She ain't got no job.
Wow.
she a whole teacher. What you mean she ain't got no job? She got several
Supposed,
jobs. She
she's
the opposite
supposed
of a Tommy. And what am I
She,
missing?
she's supposed to be a whole seamstress. She was making clothes for people or something like that.
Right. So she led with that because she's trying to, grow her brand, and obviously she on TV. I'm gonna lead with, hey, I make clothes. I'm a stylist. So in case this don't work out, y'all Google me and hit me up for some
Mhm.
clothes.
No, no, no. Like I said, if it was a man, they would have called it on the man and they would have been starting to drag him. He ain't got no job, this, that, and the other, whatever, whatever.
Mhm.
But whatever, we can move on.
Okay. So we got what was it? Ed and Donna go on a date. And what did they talk about? They talked about religion
Religion.
and children. And basically she was saying just be a good person. And if your religion aligns with being a good person, then I'm cool with that. And you can have multiple religions under the same roof. And basically, it felt like she was saying she's not going to force religion on her children and just going to allow them to discover it for themselves. That's what my mom did. Like my mom, because she said that she went to church every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and she can be empathetic about us finding it on our own. At least, we were spiritual in the house.
Mm,
And it was
what,
a deal breaker, seemed to be a deal breaker for Ed.
what you got, Fernando?
I seen that joint you posted somewhere, and they went in on her. And I just was like, damn, people really like religion is a big deal. So please don't jump on my neck. My father was an ordained minister, so I've been in church from day one. But
Mhm,
I agree with her because at the end of the day, the child should be able to choose. You can't force a religion on them. You can because it's your household, but I prefer you didn't. I prefer, I have my beliefs, my spouse has their beliefs, and
mhm,
long as you are, like, I believe in the golden rule: treat me good, I'm gonna treat you good. End of the day, that's it. Respect me, I'm gonna respect you. That's it. So I ain't gotta do nothing else besides that. If you want to do more, that's your thing. You want to go to church every Sunday? Go ahead and do it. Read them books. Read all the books you want to read. Go ahead and do that. You want to show our kids the same books? Show the kids the books, but just don't force it upon them. And don't make them feel like they're wrong if they don't agree with you. Because I can see, like, my sister was an atheist. Now she's a Muslim. People change over time. Just gotta give them an opportunity to change, but don't force something on them. Let them be who they want to be.
I agree with Ed. I don't agree in none of that. I believe that a couple should be equally yoked. I think that it would draw a lot of confusion. I do hear what you're saying, Fernando, and I do think, like, just like anybody else, you raise a child how you want them to go, and if they want to grow and go differently when they grow up, then that's how they grow. But as far as your household, you raise your household a certain way. I do think that having the religion, whichever religion, it gives you certain um obediences and disciplines and things of that nature, what makes it easier to raise kids these days. I think there's a lot of kids out here that's on some, oh, let them decide this, that, and the other. They don't never decide. A lot of them be lost. They don't never have no type of direction. Either way, at least if you expose them to something and later on they find something, then that's on them. At least, they even had a foresight to look. But as far as I see these kids out here that's just growing like wildflowers and stuff, I'm gonna say nah. Go ahead and get them that religion, But every to each their own. I really just do not really care for that lady. I'm for real. She just
mhm.
don't give me nothing of substance. She don't give me nothing, like, from the Darius thing to the Ed conversation. Like, she just not giving me nothing.
We're gonna talk about our sideburns and all.
I'm trying not to talk about them.
All right, then leave them alone. Okay, that's cool.
I mean, I felt like she was being open, and even that ain't seem to work for her.
I mean, she could be open to a less man that's disciplined. So you gotta find your equally yoked. You open and you find a man that's open. So maybe after she get off the show, her and Fernando could talk about some things.
Chill, chill, yo, chill.
But
All right,
basically, she was just saying,
I'm
be a good
taken.
person.
I am
Whatever the
taken.
religion is, she said she was cool with it. It may not be like she's gonna help enforce it because she's spiritual and not religious, but hey, if that's how you want to teach the kids, and the kids are religious and they still good people, I'm with it. And even
Thank
that
you,
was in
brother.
Africa.
So to go to Africa says she was much more receptive to him than she was to Darius and did not prejudge him. She appeared to be interested enough in him to be flexible about religion and other things. I agree.
So basically,
Definitely.
this girl just can't win with you, huh, Lex?
No, no, she didn't.
Lex don't be liking people, bro. She just be like, nah, it's not her.
But you know, it's so funny. I'm gonna tell you something. To be honest, right? Like I know it seemed like there's people that I don't like, but I'm the type of person people don't bother me. So when something do bother me, it do be something. You know what I'm saying? Like it be something in them. Like I don't really know, but it's something, something that subconsciously it just kind of give me a wrong little rub. But yeah, I just it just be happening. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like y'all though.
Now you do. Shit. I can tell a story, but hey, it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah.
Um, we good on the ad, and
I
yeah, I
like
mean,
Ed. I don't think they really showing a whole lot of Ed, but I like him. The little snippets and stuff. He seemed to be cool.
I saw a little bit. Ed, you can't fool me, Ed.
What Ed do? Tell me about Ed. What would he do?
You can't fool me. Ed got some killer in him.
Really?
Yeah,
Ed, oh, wait, Ed was the one that be feeling the wrists. He be doing that Ray Charles
he got
job.
some killer in him. He wrist, feet. He said something. They called him. I think it was to Donna talking about you like it tight, or you like it tight when she was
Oh,
tying the
was it
shoe.
tying the shoes or something?
Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah,
know, one thing I'ma say too, right? Like I really hope, and this doesn't have nothing to do with them, but I really hope that people don't come on the show and they do things. And I feel like I heard this story, but they
mhm,
come on the show and they do things in front of the camera, but then as soon as they get off the camera, they act a little different. Don't
yeah,
do that. You
yeah,
know? So like if
yeah.
you ain't gonna continue to tie my shoes, don't tie it the first time. Unless I'm actually really messed up and can't reach them. But other than that, don't be doing the shit and then later on when I expect that same type of energy when we by ourselves and you
Uh-huh,
don't give it because you're in front of the camera. Like don't do that. And I'm not saying that's Ed. I'm just
uh-huh.
saying overall everybody who on TV, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I normally don't touch, religion when it comes to, other people and dating. I do ask because I like to be aware, but I always admit to that. I'm always open to say I'm spiritual, not religious, but the journey of religion feels like the last thing that I need to figure out, and I'm working on it. So
Sometimes it
That's
could be
real.
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it could be a deal breaker for when you just want to be out because remember how Rose, she was so adamant about God when it came to Cam, but then she ain't
uh,
never mentioned God to Hussein. So it's like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
With the religion thing, I really don't make some of that when they minister. If it comes up, I'll mention it. But I'm not a big churchy person. I think I'm more spiritual than religious. But I have dated people in the past, and it's happened twice where we first meet. They're quote unquote Christian, and during a relationship, they end up turning Muslim. I'm sorry, one turned into Muslim, and then one turned into Yahweh, and that mess. And I'm like, bruh, like we had a good thing going. Did you really have to mess it up? So it's like I respect people's religion. I wish you the best with whatever God you follow. But religion can definitely mess up a
mhm.
situation that can be going good at first.
Yeah. Tyrone, somebody in the audience is asking, let me see, I didn't catch the name. She wanna know will you relocate for love?
I said, here's my response. I said, I just bought a house, so the love got to be real. But
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
Mm-hmm.
Not opposed.
Man, that baby some good loving, boy.
Right.
Flights ain't that ain't flights are cheaper than buying a whole house, y'all. So I can always come visit.
But my thing is, why would you have to relocate? Why the lady can't relocate?
Yeah, I'm pretty much settled. I don't know. I for some reason, I feel like if I relocate, then that means I probably wouldn't be the head of that household. Like it would be like her house or something like that. And I wouldn't feel comfortable in that situation.
You took the words out my mouth. That's a beta male move.
Yeah.
So I was under the impression maybe like her family, like she has a big family somewhere, and that's why she wants to stay in the area. And then for me, I'm a little bit more of a loner. I couldn't
Uh-huh.
make that kind of move to a new area,
Uh-huh.
but I wouldn't leave what I have to
Yeah.
go take a chance with
Yeah.
somebody. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a, that's a hard question,
I
sweetheart.
wouldn't feel
Like I ain't gonna lie, she gotta have that bread. Like call me a beta all you want to, bitch. I'm moving into a mansion. Fuck you
yeah.
talking about,
Yeah.
bitch? I
Yeah.
got a Lambo
Yeah.
now. So
It would take a lot. It would take a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
You mean I could come there, chill, work on my business, bring my daughter? Okay. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
but you still under the pretense of maybe being put out, or
Yeah.
that stuff
Yeah.
being thrown in your face. This my shit. Get your shit. You didn't bring nothing here. Who you talking to like that?
Yeah.
This and the other. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff. But then at the same time too, then say something happened. She put you out. Now you don't got no family around. You just all around all her people. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like I don't know. I mean, yeah, I understand you want the money, but you know.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. She
You
asked
you're
out with nothing.
absolutely right. I would not feel comfortable in that situation.
And then it's funny too because to me, like if I ask somebody like, "Hey, will you relocate for love?" That means I'm ready. I'll relocate for love. So if
Yeah.
I'm ready to relocate for love, then it should just be like, "Well, shit, I just go where you at." You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like that's my mindset too. But I get it. Could be the
Dang.
Like
kids.
I wouldn't leave for love,
Yeah, what
but
about new
if
house?
like, we in the DMV area and she in Philly or New York, whatever, and she like, hey, let's make a move down south and we move together, then I'm more open to that because we're both
Yeah.
taking that risk and trying something new. And then, I may decide to grow a life now in that new area. I'm not gonna go to where you at because it's favorable just for you.
Right.
Yeah. I think in that situation, like I think a kid would have to be on the way or something. Because for me, I would prefer to keep everything separate still. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Like it's gotta be something. And then yeah, I still would even sell the house, buy something in that area, and then she move in to my house. Yeah, I could see that possibly working. But yeah, I'm not opposed. We good with the Ed and Donna date and the religion talk?
So wait, wait a minute, I think somebody trying to holler at you. She sound like a
It
flirt.
felt
What
that way.
about
I saw the follow-up question.
Yeah, what about a new house just for us? Oh, there's a us, and of course
Yeah, I saw that.
you would
Nah,
be the head. Oh, wait a minute, we got some flirting going on in here. You could always rent the
Yeah, I
house
saw
for
that.
income. Yeah, Ty. Let's talk about this right here.
I saw that second comment. I
You
saw the
ain't
what
know
they say,
these
follow-up.
shooters gonna
days when
shoot.
somebody hollering at you in the comments.
Shooters gonna shoot.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that come through.
Ty said, slide in his DMs, child. But we do appreciate you doing in the comments to give us something to talk about.
She said, yes, I am flirting.
I am flirty. Yes. That's probably already a side piece already, but it's all good.
Stop it.
You highlighting too much. You gotta chill, Lex. You blowing people spot.
Stop.
It's in the comments. What you talking about? Everybody already see it.
I ain't see it now. I see it now though.
Yo,
Somebody, who blushing? Oh yeah, Tyrone is blushing. Look at
are
him. Look at them
we
cheeks.
good? Are we good with this Ed and Donna date? And
We
So
been past
wait.
that.
I want
We
to
on
know
another date now.
what city you trying to get Ty to relocate to? Talk about that. What
OMG.
city is she in? What you saying about what was the next thing?
What is happening right now?
Tampa, girl, ain't y'all close by? Tampa, Florida?
No.
What's
We're
that,
good.
3 hours?
We're a good 2.5 hours away.
That ain't about nothing. That's like Philly and New York. You better go ahead and go get your man.
No, stop. Cause somebody tell me his doorstep. They be like, oh, she crazy. Why she go to that man's house for?
I didn't mean his actual house. How she get his address? But she could still pull up to Fort Lauderdale or close to Fort Lauderdale, wherever that was. Y'all in the same state. That's what I'm
Listen,
saying. She's talking about relocate like he gotta come all the way up north.
this
Like,
is
lady, if you
not
don't go get your easy pass or whatever y'all use down there.
You'll say that it's a sun pass jump.
Yo, it is the sun pass. Crazy. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
Come on, lady. Let's get to the men's lounge,
oh my
man.
gosh.
To the men's lounge.
So we talking about Dominique and Bello now.
Everybody say
Oh,
you need to let that hair go.
I think he likes her, man. Like he look at her different. In my notes, I say he look at her with future eyes, like he's contemplating the future.
Mm. You got a picture of them so I could see who we talking about?
I do. He admits to being so during this conversation, he admitted to being Muslim, that his father was an imam. Dominique is very Christian and was caught off guard, but she wants to learn more. They talk about children and possibly having a surrogate because she doesn't feel that, she's at a point where she can continue to carry. And I think one of the things that he mentioned that he just has to have a son. And this comes up in conversation, especially, when I date or have dated because of how old, we are more mature. And I had a cousin that was a surrogate, and I'm not opposed to it if it's meant to be. I wouldn't want that on a woman, even if just the anxiety of it possibly happening again. I wouldn't want that for you because it's, I wouldn't want to stress. I would think we stressing the baby, Daddy Ty get real sensitive. You should see me. But yeah. What y'all think? And I'll play the date in the background and I'll freeze it. But go ahead, what y'all think?
I thought it was overall I thought it was a good conversation, especially because like I said, they have opposing religions, but they still felt like she was open to, hearing his point and getting an idea of, what he presents and how he prays and all that. She said she's a very good prayer. So all those things was, great conversation and, building towards, he said,
Look
you
at
see
that.
him smitten. That boy smiling when he see her. So
Look at that.
I'm trying to see exactly who it is. I don't really remember, and I don't want to speak out of turn. That's the lady that got the name tattoos on her shoulder?
Yes. Oh, my bad. I was all playing it in the background. And y'all wasn't seeing what I was seeing. My bad. My bad. When I talk about the way he look at her.
Yeah, he does look at her.
But there's another one where they're talking. And I'm like, dang, like he trying to make decisions.
What does he do?
So Bello is basically he's a real estate developer.
He might have enough. So, is this the same one? This not the same one who said to him about the massages, is it?
no, that's Christina.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's her, the one with the boots. Okay. All right. Yeah. I like her. She's cool. I don't know. Yeah, it seemed cool. He wear a lot of pink though.
So funny you say that. I'm colorblind. So I had to go back and look at the jackets. And I thought they was the same jacket. And they're not. But you're right, he does wear what do you call those, pastels?
I mean, yeah, but different shades of pink. This is pink. Then the other thing he was in, I think with the exclusive thing, I think that was pink. It's just a lot of pink. But I guess, I mean, it looked good on the skin, I guess.
Yeah.
Not pink, it's fuchsia.
Yeah, sometimes they tell you, I mean, they be wanting us not to wear color that will clash with TV. But me being colorblind, I always had to get it approved. But he looks at her like, whew.
Yeah. The only thing though, and I know y'all gonna hate me for this, is that the fact that she got 2 X-Men tattoos on her body, I would throw it back. I ain't gonna hold you. If I was a man, I'd be like, nope, I don't even like. Come on, sis. Like you just collecting names and shit. Like, come on. I could see the husband, but you wasn't even married to the other one. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
I mean, what's the worst? 2 tattoos from the guys you didn't marry, or 2 babies from the guys you didn't marry?
I mean, I think that is either way. Nah, the tattoos, because I think that I don't know. It's like it's almost like you trying to show like the person have like a ownership of you or whatever. But if you failed the first time, like say you had all right, so in your mind you was like, oh my goodness, I love this man so much, I'm gonna put his name on me, right? And that shit failed, and then you gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, hello, like why you can't just have love, do whatever without the names? You know what I'm saying? Like what is it? So you trying to convince? Is it you trying to convince the man that he got you like that, or you trying to convince yourself, or you that delusional in love? Like what is it? Like, you know what I mean? And one time I can excuse the one time. 2 times now, it's like, what? So then where you gonna put Bello name at? On your ass? Like, what we talking about? Come on. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
I did kind of. I'm not gonna say I questioned getting the tattoos because I understand why people do it. I have cousins that do it, and they say they do it to show that they real and that they in. Um, but once you get to the second tattoo, second or third one, then they're gonna have some questions, especially if you the second guy. So that made me think, when was it put on? Did the second guy ever see the first tattoo?
He
Or
had to have seen it because she told the one guy, she said, you're not gonna see where it's at. So that means it's in an intimate place.
well,
So
I thought both of them was visible. Both of the names is visible.
I didn't think so because she said to I think it was Vince, she was like, you're not gonna see where the other one is
That's
to
true.
make
She
it
did say that.
yeah, to make it seem like it was in an intimate place, like it's covered by clothes.
Oh no, I thought he asked, do you have others? Not others of the name. Because I feel like he saw the 2 names, but then he asked, do you have any more tattoos?
Mhm.
Just tattoos in general.
Oh, no, no, I think it was the other name.
I
'Cause
guess kind of. Go ahead.
my
Mhm.
God.
I think for the topic though, right? If I see the first tattoo and we really getting serious, I might need my name tatted on you on top of his name to make me feel better. So when I'm doing my thing, I can say I'm on top of him. Pause, but I'm better than him.
So
You know what I mean? Looking at it. So, but aside from that, one reason why I let you get 2, because like I need my name above his. Aside from that, nah, sweetheart, don't do that.
the reason why I thought they was visible was because she had mentioned both of the names.
Because she was bragging because they both ballers.
But how did he know?
He didn't. He saw the one name, which I think the one on her shoulder say Antonio. So at first it was a regular tattoo. And then when he kept looking at it, he was like, oh, is a name in it. And she said, yes, it's a cover up. But it's like it ain't covering up because you can still see the name because that's how he's seen it. And then he said, well, do you have any others or whatever or any more, something like that? And she was like, another one. I think she said she might have said like another one for the other guy, but you're not going to see that one or something to that.
Mhm. Yeah, I really feel like both of the names was visible.
Okay. When are we going to find out?
Hmm. But yeah, yeah.
Somebody said Dominique has the look. So why is she single? What is the look? What's the
Man,
look?
looks ain't nothing, man. Looks get you nowhere, man. Looks ain't shit.
I'll tell you.
Nah, they get you somewhere.
Yeah, but they don't get you on. You can get
She,
cracked, then you
they,
get some massages, you can make some money, you can I mean, get your bills paid, but you ain't gonna find your man off pure looks.
yeah,
9
they
times out of 10, unless he a simp.
they mentioned that she was popular in the city, and if you were to do a little bit of research, you'll be able to see that. Um, I'll let y'all figure it out on your own. But yeah, I don't be liking to talk too much. about people's personal
You don't be weighing the enemies.
personal side, you know. But
She's a rose from the concrete. Say no, let me stop.
nah, she had mentioned the look and not saying that this is her. But Fernando, you know what I'm saying? Like you see a woman, and I know I've probably mentioned this before, where you be like, "Damn, like she look expensive."
Yeah, we had a discussion before. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
and when I say
Mhm.
expensive, it don't mean that we got to pay for her. We just mean that we feel like there's a certain type of guy that works for
So when you say expensive, does that also mean high maintenance?
meaning like I'm sure you know how
So kind of basically like what Vince said, because he was like, I can't, like he's like, I can't compete with the ballers.
well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I can't compete, but I would say she probably dating a professional of some sort.
Me personally, I mean, I was gonna say like, I think she got burnt. I think she burnt out. And that's how she is where she is now. Because I mean, for real, if we really talking like if she in that world, right? And she probably did go through a couple of ballers and all that stuff. But if you still was up there, you would still be up there. You wouldn't have been caught up to get on own. Am I tripping? Like,
Whoa,
you know
whoa,
what I
whoa!
mean?
Don't act like own is a step down now. Don't try to
No,
slide
No,
on
when
like that.
I think it could be a step. It could be a way back to television for her.
Also
mm,
a new audience because like
You know,
she looked familiar, but I didn't know nothing of her, and so I
what
haven't watched the other show, so I can't
what
even
other
judge
show?
her other show. The other show she was on.
What was that? I don't know.
Was she on Huntsville or somebody?
What was she on?
Love and Marriage, Detroit? No.
I don't think so.
no, it was Basketball Wives.
Thank you,
She was on Basketball Wives.
Lex. Come on, you know that Lex. We talked about it already. Talk on.
Yeah,
Nah, I thought it was another dating show, not Basketball Wives. I didn't hear about her
Oh,
being on Basketball Wives.
yeah, it was a while ago. I
she
don't
wasn't the
know.
main character though, right? But she was on the show.
Yeah, it was a while. 5, 6 years
She
maybe.
is an actress. This is a path to something else. Okay. Having the look doesn't guarantee that men that meet your standards are approaching you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like going back to TV, but that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think for as far as the dating aspect, like I don't think so. But what do I know?
Right. So when they were talking about her having the look from a guy's perspective, a guy would think if she's going to, and we shouldn't feel this way, but guys would feel if she's going to date someone, it would be someone like Bella. And it could be because of Vince's approach to it. Maybe he just don't feel confident enough. Like, bruh, she's standing right next to you. You there. You have a chance. You know?
I wouldn't take
Like
that.
Devin. Devin, last episode, I wouldn't have thought Devin would holler at her or have a chance with her, but they was, have a good
He
conversation.
yeah, he
Shot his
shot
shot.
his shot. He shot his
Yeah.
shot.
But he
Is
was in a
that
spot to shoot a shot though. You feel me? He got to that point because he had that confidence, and he, what I mean, whatever, however look she had, he felt like he could afford her, or at least could have had a
Mhm.
conversation with her. So
Yeah, I'm
wait,
sure.
is that the one that tried to kiss? He tried to kiss her.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
You know what? Maybe Devin. To me, he seemed like he not really caught up in the
Scene?
publicity of Detroit or whatever. Like, he just a regular dude, so he might not know. As opposed to some people, how like some people know the movers and shakers of their neighborhood, or their town, or their city. You know what I mean? So if she's out there like that, I don't think that Devin really knew who she was. But then at the same time, you could also say to it too, like, well, shit, you here, so that means you done fell off. So it's either you fell off or you here for TV. Either way, shoot, go for
Yeah,
that, go for the kill.
guys be feeling that way, and sometimes you ask, does does a woman still have a chance? Like, does Vanessa Bryant have a chance? Like, who would date her? Or like if Beyonce and Jay-Z broke up, who's gonna date her after that?
Right.
Not saying it's not possible, but a lot of dudes is gonna think twice, 3 times, 4 times before they even try to holler.
Yeah,
Like,
they said
I can say for myself, Tyrone wasn't there. I
Mhm.
randomly met Winter
Okay.
when Yo from London came through, right? And so
Mhm.
I didn't know who she was because I don't watch reality TV. Like I hate reality TV. So me and
Uh-huh.
her were talking and vibing, and she was, yeah, my ex, he played football.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
played for the Redskins and stuff. And I
yeah.
was like, oh, she's kind of expensive. I said, let me keep
Okay.
trying. And we had a great conversation. And then, in fact, I don't know who she was, but like, Shorty was cool as a mug. She never acted like,
Yeah,
she was, above talking to because of poor ex was the kind of money she probably used to having. And I remember in our conversation, she even said, like, you ain't gotta have a baller, just be able to pay your bills and, handle the home and stuff like that. So
yeah.
she spoke, and that is it the truth? Who knows? But what she told me sounded good. So
I think the only reason why a person would mention that they dealt with somebody that got money because they trying to let you know that they do require a lot. That's the only reason. Because
nah, no, not for her. Because go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mhm.
why else would somebody tell you who their ex is? How many other people leave with their ex? You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason why people name certain things, you name drop to show that you know somebody that you in a different group, a different realm, a different circle than certain people.
Mhm.
So it's like validation. You mention your exes because you want that person to know, like, hey, you might see me here and I look regular, degular, but guess what? I'm going to cost you some bread. You're going to have to take me to certain places. You're going to have to think because this is what I'm used to. You know what I mean? So,
Uh,
Now,
uh,
people do that, and I agree with that. But just to defend Winter's name, we were
yeah,
at a reality TV show panel. So some of the regular people were on the panel.
right,
Me and her were just talking in the audience. And her point was of how her dude was acting. And I'm not gonna talk about her personal business, but her dude was doing some shit that he shouldn't have been doing. So
uh,
she was like, he a whole football player out here doing this. Can you believe he acting like that? And I was like, damn, for real? That's crazy. And I was like, okay. So she was trying to defend the point of how he was acting, and because of his profession, he shouldn't act like that. That was her point in our conversation, just to
yeah,
defend her.
yeah. I vouch for Winter. She's cool. She's cool as hell.
my
She's cool.
comment wasn't towards Winter. My
Uh,
comment was just in general about anybody. Like even me, like I did the shit too. Like when I was dating and stuff, because at first I only dated Jamaican men, but when I started dating Americans, it was like, yeah, my baby father was this person because I needed you to understand that this is where I was at.
yeah,
And even though I understand like he was a hustler and I'm going to guys now that have 9 to 5s, but you gotta have a damn good 9 to 5 to equal up to where I was at.
yeah.
So
Okay, okay, I can get
I
that.
think it's a
I
good.
heard I heard people tell me that before too. Like they dealt with people that's in the industry, and they was just like, I'm accustomed to this. I don't need it, but it just let me know, like, oh, all right, she ain't gonna accept no bullshit either.
Yeah, I think it's also a good, quick way to vet people just to
yeah,
see where they are and how they're going to even respond to you. Well, once you say that, will also tell a lot.
yeah.
Shit.
My baby
And what
father.
if I don't even flinch? What if you say that and I don't even flinch? Be like, all right.
You might not flinch, but that don't mean that you gonna go for the whole stroll too.
Right.
I can say my ex dated Wayne. She dated Baby Blue. Whatever her name is, from Pretty Ricky. She dated half of the guy Miami Heat for like a year.
What?
So you know what I mean. You gotta have it. You can do your thing.
Who you talking about? Anybody in particular?
I ain't saying her name was an ex of mine that I
Oh,
dated
oh,
for a
oh, oh,
year
oh. You
from
said your
Miami.
ex.
From
You said
Miami.
one of
Not
your
the
ex.
TV show Miami, but yeah, one of my exes. Yeah, yeah. She dated.
Okay,
She,
okay, okay, okay,
over
okay.
time, let me know different guys. Like, oh, that song. I dated that guy from that song. I'm like, oh, huh, I
Does
like
she
that
look
song.
expensive? Does she look expensive to you?
Oh, yes, she did, brother. Brother. She looked like, so I knew I had to come correct. And nigga, she wanted every dollar I had too. She, bro, she was not cheap. Yeah.
we lost. We lost Lex. There you go.
I be
oh,
getting lost in the comments all the time.
oh man. Uh Oh man, let me see.
So what was the last thing? So he said he was dating somebody that was a celebrity.
He mentioned dating somebody who dated celebrities.
Well, he can shoot. He out here living like a king and on the buy trip. So you got it.
Girl, this was
Yeah,
10 years ago. I ain't even have it like that. I was in them streets. It just happened to work out. I just had enough. I just had enough.
That's what's up.
we we almost there, y'all. I think we had the go-kart date.
That was cute.
Unless we good with Bello and
I'm good with Bella.
yeah, we got the racing date with Cardi Chan and Xavier, Ashley, and Ashanti. I didn't get much from it. Just happy that they had got the good date. What was something that was mentioned? Devin. So there was a good conversation with I believe it was Devin and Ashley, and he said he liked being the first to have her experience something. And that's me. I'm an Aquarius. I always like, especially when we're dating, I I'm always trying to figure out how I can tie a first emotion or a first experience or a first anything to me. So whenever you think about it, you got to think about me too. So I do understand, that mental stimulation, how it could affect him, even if she was lying and was like, "Yeah, this is the first time I ever tasted this," and it was
Was it
beer
also
hops, something simple. That's something y'all would think is simple, but like for us, it would mean a lot.
was that
Okay,
the Channing date? If I'm not
no,
mistaken.
it was Devin and who was it? I think it was Ashley. They had Step to the Side.
Well, who's the one
They're one of the
that
dates
had
that
the
they
nerd
did.
date? Had the little nerd moment.
That was what I'm talking about.
Right, that was
Devin
Channing.
and
You
yeah, that
listen.
was Shannon. Yeah, that was Shannon.
Yeah, that was cute, bro. Because you don't really get to see that too often. That they, push the nerdy aspect of people. They're always trying to have everybody
Yeah,
be cool and be fly and be sexy, whatever. So having to
yeah,
highlight the nerds being nerds, I thought that was really fun.
yeah.
I'm
He
gonna
was
need to
doing it.
see it. Can you play that? Is this it right here?
Yeah. So they step away. Um, I guess she ain't really had no beer before, and he's talking about it being a little bit spicy because it's the hops in the beer. Some people like hoppy beer. I don't, but I get it. You
Is
know,
she the mathematician? Oh,
no,
the registered
no,
nurse.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, so they did get to geek out a little bit. It was cute. It was
Yeah,
cute.
that's cute.
But I think that was pretty much the highlight of this group date.
Can I ask y'all a
Uh,
question?
yeah.
When y'all dating, right? Do you care about like if a woman knows how to hold her knife and fork?
A little bit. I do remember being turned off when she was trying to order wine but struggled to order wine, and me and the server just kind of looked at each other because it was bad. And
So
that yeah, go ahead.
is that because like she didn't know the name of it or
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
But
yeah.
why? But see thing. Oh, but to me, that's not a big turn. Cause what if somebody just don't drink? Like I don't drink, so I don't know. I wouldn't know what wine to order.
So get what you like.
Right. So what was her problem with the wine?
I don't remember the mix up, but it was more like she wanted like a Chardonnay, but then originally asked for a red wine, and he's like, Chardonnay's not red. It was just kind of
So it was like you doing something
bad.
that right there. I feel like that should have been a conversation between you guys. Like it should have been like, hey, I don't really drink like that, but
Yeah.
my girlfriend always tell me about this. She said I should order a Chardonnay. What you think? And then if you the more connoisseur, But
Yeah.
okay, so minus that, right? Because that right there, I guess you could see that's probably like reaching out of her element, but that's not a deal breaker. We talking about a person who don't know how to eat with a knife and fork. That means that you have zero table manners. So that means that certain events and stuff that you might want to carry her to, or if you even have a business event or something that you have with business partners, I don't really know, how you are, but taking her out, she does not have good table manners. Is that a deal breaker for men?
Um,
You can say no.
I would say no. Like, I think take a little etiquette class. That'd be fun. It'd be fun to do.
So a 35 to a 40-something-year-old woman should go and take an etiquette class now.
I think everyone should take an etiquette class.
So then the way that she was reared had that don't even matter. Like fuck all of that. That's what you saying?
Maybe she ain't have it all. But I don't know.
But to me, I feel like you should take the etiquette class before you start dating. If you know that you ain't got it, you know that you got bad, you better go take that etiquette class before you start dating. I'm just saying, to me, that's a deal breaker. You don't know how to eat with a knife and fork. That mean that you just grew up, nobody raised you. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't chew with your mouth closed and stuff like that, that is whoa, baby.
I
But
know. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you're in the moment, right? Be sucking fingers at the table. It happens.
yeah, that's exactly what people consultant said. She said, no, the etiquette, table manners, home life matters. Yeah, it should matter. And it
Yeah.
really should matter for men because this is going to be the same woman that's training your children. So then what everybody just get in the etiquette class? Like, come on, man. Like, what? We so far removed as a people, it's not even funny. Like, Lord, fix it.
Yeah. So I was, that is a little bougie and snobbish of me about the wine date. Now I ask, hey, are you into wines? Are you into whiskey? I even ask about whiskeys. Are you into whiskeys? Are you into wine? I even ask about cigars. You smoke cigars,
No, I
and if
don't
they're not,
apologize, Tyrone. Stand your ground,
huh?
brother. Stand your ground, brother. Stand your ground.
I mean, it was a little turn off. It was a little bit. It wasn't a deal breaker. It was just a little, you know.
So let me get this straight because I heard you, but so Chardonnay is a white wine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, don't be surprised now. Don't be straight.
I didn't know if
Hold
you was
on.
being
How we
serious.
don't know what?
I didn't
Do
know
we
if
need
you
a
was being
wine class
serious.
together?
Who?
I'm saying we don't know our Chardonnays, our Sauvignon Blancs, our
I'm not
Merlots.
drinking it. No.
Okay.
I'm like, give me a Bailey's. Matter of fact, I'm like, give me a ginger ale, no ice.
So
Put it in the
remember,
champagne
remember,
glass.
remember how they had this conversation about the drinks, and he was trying to tie a drink to a person.
hmm
Now that's something I would take into consideration. If you said put a Bailey's in a wine glass,
I'd be like, if it was me and you, I'd be like, excuse me, my date is very bougie. Can you put my Bailey's in a wine glass, a wine goblet, or whatever you want to call it? Yes.
I mean, I'm like that. Like I'm the opposite though. Like if I get like a martini, I put that shit in a
yeah,
regular
I
cup.
have
Or
done that.
embarrass me, nigga.
I have done that. I have said, "Can you put my espresso martini like in a whiskey glass or something like that?" I have done that.
All right. See, I'm rooting for people consulting. She said that she has manners. She was homegrown in the church with both parents. Ty, this right here is a winner. But see, one thing you need to know, Ty is in a whole phase right now. So, go
Oh,
ahead. I'm glad that you shoot your shot, but he wilding right now.
I am not in the whole phase. I am embracing being a bachelor.
That's a whole phase for
I think
men.
there's a difference.
What's the difference?
A whole phase means you don't care.
And a bachelor means?
It means I do care. It's just I'm not committing to one person. But the person I
Interesting.
do spend time with, I do care about it.
Interesting. So that means it's only one person.
Say
Yeah.
that again?
Yeah, nuh-uh. Let's keep going. That means that there's only one person that you'll be dating in the bachelor phase.
I didn't say that. Bachelor means I'm not committing to anyone.
But then, but that's the same thing as the whole phase.
It's not.
Because the whole phase you say you don't care, but You don't care if you in the bachelor phase either.
I do care. I do care. I do care who I spend my time with. I'm just not committing to only you.
So that's what it means. So you mean that? So I'm just trying to figure out what the difference of caring is. So the caring means that the type of person, who it is.
Yeah,
So selective.
a hoe could be with 5 different people in a weekend. I wouldn't do that.
You would do what too? I mean, you schooling this, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Because at first, see, I was with you a couple minutes ago because I thought you were saying that the whole phase is not selective, but being a bachelor, you selective. That I can understand.
Yeah, I'm very selective. I just don't want to commit at this point in my life. But I'm not. I mean, I can understand how you can get it confused. I can understand how you could probably recognize some hoe tendencies.
It was
But
just a joke. I was just
nah,
using it as a joke, though. I wasn't really calling you a hoe. No, for real. I want people to know that I wasn't really calling you a hoe. It was just a joke. But go ahead.
no, I was willing to explain it. It's
Yeah,
cool.
explain it.
Nah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. I just don't want to commit.
Right. So if the right one come along, you'll commit, or it just gotta be at a certain time to commit.
He said what he said, goddamn it.
I was wondering why you were so quiet.
If
Because I don't
there
get
was
dragged into this shit. You know, I got no time for this type of
right, like
mess.
if there was a right one, then I wouldn't be a bachelor. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it.
Right. Okay. All right. So where else we at with it?
We was talking about the date, and I think it was something about Cardi and Ashley, and I was going to mention that I liked them together.
Cardi and Ashley.
Yeah, let me see if I could get to it. Yeah, so it was Shannon and Devin, and then there was a
But Ashley, we already know Ashley be the one that be hugged up with Darius, right?
yes.
Right. Okay.
So she got potential. I like this connection.
I
So
don't think it's okay.
I kind of like both of these. I kind of like Shannon and Devin, and then I also like Ashley and Cardi.
I feel like Cardi and Darius are two total different guys, right? And I feel like the fact that she like Darius, there's no possible way she could really like Cardi.
Well, I always ask. So if I'm dating someone and I'm around their friends, I always like to ask this question. I always say, tell me about the guy that she wants and the guy that she needs, and how close are those two guys?
I don't think a friend will tell you the truth.
I think what happens is every single time the friend will give me this look, and then they'll answer the question because they know their friend is listening. And the look is all I needed.
Well, the look only comes off of what the friend told her about you.
But we're not talking about me. I'm just saying in
No, I
general.
know, but I'm just saying, like, even if it was another guy and he asked a friend, whatever you get is what the friend say. So take for instance, like if the friend is saying, "Girl, he not spending no money or he taking me to these cheap ass spots," then the friend gonna say, "Well, she used to guys taking her out to such and such and such and such and 5-star restaurants and da 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 da," because the friend is trying to give you the gauge to like, hey, you better straighten up, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
think that's always what the friend is supposed to do. That's the only reason why, like a wing person.
Yeah. So there was a question, what is a bad answer? I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad answer. But sometimes depending on the answer, the friend could let me know that the person that I'm dating has a bad picker. Cause she'll be like, they are way, way off. Right. Cause she'll be like, she be wanting this type of guy, but that type of guy don't never do her right ever. And it always ends up bad. But she keep going after the same guy.
So you the good guy, save a hoe. Got you.
I didn't say that.
That's what it means.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That's what it means.
I didn't say that.
You
She
not
could
saying it. That's what the girlfriend's saying.
she
If
could
the
be attracted to bachelors, semi-successful bachelors, and it just don't
nah,
end well for her.
uh-uh. Nope. It means she messed around with the wrong ones and she burnt out. And you a different type. You so nice. This that, and the other. Please save my girlfriend. Cause I mean, to be honest with you, like for real, we need to really have a discussion about hoes and stuff. Cause not everybody that is a hoe wanted to be a hoe. She just kept trying, kept failing, kept trying, kept failing. You know what I mean? And before you know it, she looked up and she just bodied. You know what I mean? Instead of actually stopping and working on herself, like getting tired of it. Like she should have got tired of it. Like, you know what? This is too many now. Like it's time for me to reevaluate myself. But a lot of them don't, So when they don't, then you get the situation where she might still look good. She's still dating. Boom, she meet a nice guy because right now, nice guys is winning. You know what I mean? And then you get the girlfriend and be like, yeah, all these guys was doing it wrong. They was all this, they was all that. They was the wrong type. Yeah, she liked them bad boys. Da 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 da. But please say so. Basically, she just like, please save her. Give her a chance. She might sabotage it. She might act up. She might say the wrong thing because she not used to nothing. So please judge her lightly because she really needs you. She really like you, and you're such a good guy. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time. I always say, I think the foundation of me is someone that would be happy to bring me home to meet their family, take me to work, go to the work functions and the work dinners. I could do that. I can make it look good. It'd be great for you, but it don't mean I'm going to settle down. So you gotta take the. I don't want to say too much,
yeah, you don't
but
say it, I say it.
yeah, just
Right?
me, just the genuine uh, stuff that comes normally to me can be misconstrued as if I'm really trying to be good. Does that make sense? I was just raised well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll stop talking.
No, and your girl said, she said
I,
she don't need saving, but I don't think we were saying she needed saving, but
uh, uh, so I did put the question out: was a hoe being in a hoe phase? We'll see. We'll see what they say.
well, a lot of people tend to stay away from that word, but I guess because if we talking about men, you know
Mhm.
what I mean, you'll get more answers. So if you be like, if that's about men, they're gonna be like, oh well, a man that sleep with a lot of women, yada yada yada, but we all know it's a double standard. So, you know.
Yeah, is it a number? Is it a lifestyle? Is it a mindset? Is it your approach? You
Well,
know,
it's definitely a mindset, and the mindset brings the numbers,
there you
and
go.
then with the mindset and the numbers, then it's a lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, like it all, like one thing always trickles to the other, but I think it starts with the mindset.
Uh-huh.
But then again, like I said, you have some women, which is still technically a mindset, but she didn't set out to be a hoe. Like she just kept going and going and going.
Fernando hit us up in the background, said he got 5 minutes. Before you go, Fernando, let me know what you think about um, Emily Emily as a whole, her being eliminated. Give us your thoughts.
Um, I was one of the idiots that thought she was, going to make it, based on just looks. So I have to own it that I was wrong.
Uh-huh.
But as the show progressed, getting to see her, seeing how her character was presented, I see why she was eliminated. And they did the right thing. Like she didn't seem interested. During her closeout, she said that her man wasn't there. And I do agree with that. And I just
Uh-huh.
feel like, she had the, quote unquote look, but it's more to somebody than looks. And she wasn't gelling with anybody. She didn't open up to him. She didn't seem interested in anybody. She didn't smile, seem happy to meet anybody. She wasn't never laughing, having a good time. So She had to go. Good choice.
Emily had
I
the
mean,
look.
Donna could have. I ain't gonna lie. Donna could have went home too. Got rid of both of them. I ain't gonna hold you, but
When you say Emily had the look, what look is that exactly? Pretty in the face?
she seemed somewhat attractive with hair that looked good, that was laid down properly, with no edges hanging out, no, yammeens hanging out, no other colors hanging out. Outfits, the clothing, were cool. Might not have been fitted as someone may have preferred, but I think she had good looking clothes. She had a cool style about her.
Interesting. Okay.
But that's all you got? Okay, cool. Move on.
I mean, you said you only had 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we was giving you the floor. But we know what Lex. We know what.
I mean, I would think that the men would like the titties out like that. So if that's what he like, I would think that men would like it. And I don't have a problem with it, right? I just don't have a problem with it where it was like a test. Like, I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, it didn't look good. Like, I don't think it was attractive at all. But if you're going to do it, know that you're doing it because you want the attention of men. Don't get mad when they give you that attention and be like, why are you looking at my boobs? Like, what are you talking about? They on display. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. I'm all for like I'm a realist and I'm all for women being real. Like if you know exactly what you're doing, why you doing it, and you can accept what you're doing it for, I'm behind you 100%. Whatever, no matter what it is, you selling pum pum, whatever you want to do, just be real with it and own your shit all the time. Own your shit, and I have no problem with it. So you want your boobs out? That means, you know what? I know that this is a competition. I'm putting my boobs out because I want the guys. Okay, so now when you get it, now you be real and you just go from there. But don't try and be all holier than thou. Like, why are you looking down at me? My eyes are up here. Like, no, don't do that shit. But that's just me.
I think with her, she, like the brother said, I think Chris said she did with sexual, with sex. The titties, like I'm a titty man, I love titties, but it was not cute to me. It was almost like too much titty. And they like goddamn volleyballs or basketballs in her shirt. So I don't know if they real or they fake, but if they big and fake like that, it's even nastier. If they real, they're probably hanging down to her knees. So I really don't like it. So it's just like, yeah, cool titties, bro, but not for me.
I know women with big titties where it's kind of hard that's that's not on display a lot. What's a good example? Tasia. She was on my cast. She's big breasted, but it wasn't like that.
But she didn't lead with it. She dressed for it. You could dress for it where it looks like it's just you. Then you got the other thing where it's extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever. I really like. Who they really make. I don't know if she making herself look wholesome, or if the show is making them look wholesome. But the girl, I think her name is Nicole. Like a couple minutes ago,
Yeah.
you just showed her in the batting cage and stuff.
The nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, she. Wait, she the nurse? Nicole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So she her stuff
Oh,
always
no.
be looking real wholesome.
No, I got you.
Yeah, she's almost like
She's
surprisingly
the
wholesome, like
lecturer.
overly wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got you. But remember, they mentioned her in the red dress.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you still supposed to give some sort of sex appeal. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm just saying like her dates and stuff. Like, remember, she was the one that was doing the skating, and even like when she got the guy in the batting cage, like she kind of being kind of cutesy, supportive, playful. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a stuck up thing. Sometimes you got some people that be stuck up on dates, or they act like they can't get dirty or whatever the case may be. But she just giving cute, well rounded,
Yeah.
wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It definitely like she was
Trying to find that.
choking us up with them titties. Like that should look painful.
This Nicole you're talking about.
That's Nicole, yeah. And then when you do the batting cage, I think that was her too on the outside.
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of like Steve. I'm waiting. I'm really waiting to see if Steve end up with somebody.
They ain't giving him no light right now. Like they ain't showing him or nothing. I ain't even seen Steve for real this episode.
Hmm.
We ain't see the other light skinned brother.
Xavier, we
Xavier.
saw a
They
little bit
barely
of.
saw Xavier though. Like he barely said anything. Even like
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ashanti, she barely had a moment on episode. So hopefully next episode they give them some more
Yeah,
insight.
saving them for later.
it
Hmm.
was Xavier and Ashanti. I think it was a digital exclusive. It didn't go well. Basically, it looked like Xavier was giving Ashanti the same energy that Donna was giving. Well, it was a little bit different. Basically, Xavier was saying, "I can't tell where I'm at with you," you know. Um, and she was like, basically saying, "I'm here, at the table with you. Why are you tripping? Why are you looking for more? Just be yourself. Why are you trying to evaluate?" And then he mentioned something about, because if it's not there, I'm, I'm, I'm gonna move on. And I was like, damn,
Mm.
a lot of people is acting like that already.
I ain't gonna lie. I really wish I had went through that experience to just know what the pressure is. Like, is the pressure people putting it on themselves? Is it, you really don't like the person, so you just want to be like next, and producers is forcing you?
Yeah. So that conversation made me think about those things, Lex,
Mhm.
because I think in that digital exclusive, you can hear Xavier basically say, like, because I don't know if I'm gonna be here next week, right? So I need to know. So you don't know. And it happened to me. Like, you don't know how much time you got. So you feel like you want to be honest with everyone. But it can backfire because of the timing. But then I always ask, like, what do you win in the end? There ain't no money. The only thing you win is the spot on the couch. And now you stuck on the couch with somebody that you may not want to be with, but you was just competing with everybody else when you didn't have to. Like, I actually like it when you have casts that just come on and be like, I'm just not with the bushes. I don't like them. They don't like me. I'm cool. Like, remember Jonique? And I
Mhm.
thought Jonique was a winner.
Man, what?
I feel like
Man,
I
boy.
think from the fan view
Mhm.
of Jonique, I think she was cool, but I think they looked at her like she was a plus size, like she was overweight. That was what I think that
Uh-huh.
I got from her, Even though we see a different Jonique now, she looked more fit, she balling. You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
doing good. But I think when she came on the show, especially because they had her walk out, maybe she would have had better if she had walked out by herself. But she
Mhm.
walked out with Cynthia,
Yeah.
which, she was bad in her own right too. So
Mhm.
because of that, it kind of just made her look like the late big girl.
Yeah. So we good. We
Yeah,
good on
can't
this.
wait for next episode. What did
Yeah.
they say was coming next? Did they say?
Yeah. I'm gonna try
The
to
catering date with
I'm gonna try
Dominique
to
cooking.
I'm gonna try to bring it up. Um,
No.
and we could go through the different scenes because I remember what they was talking about. So basically the ladies are in control now. They're going on dates. It's the Devin uh, and Nicole date. I thought it was all right. This
He
one
was a
right here
bad
though,
batter.
it might be something brewing right here. It might be something here.
He is so touchy.
He is. He is. He is. She mentioned that too. And here we go. Bello and Dominique
She
again.
looking at him like a puppy. Why she looking for her head to the side like that? Like,
Evaluate.
oh,
Say so they about to kiss. I want y'all to evaluate this kiss.
oh, let me see.
Ready? I'm gonna play it at full speed.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I missed it.
You missed it?
Yeah.
I'll go back.
That is a horrible headline. I mean hairline. I didn't even see this. That is hard. Now I see why everybody say he need the OMG. That is a
Max, you know we
shame.
family, right? You know we all family,
That's
right?
why we go frame by frame.
I know, but I gotta be real, like that's bad.
You think this is their first kiss? I mean, let me stop. No,
Nah,
this
that
is
was
not
too
their first
easy.
kiss.
That kiss was too chill. Hell no. Look, she grabbed the back of his head. They been kissing. Mm. They nose smashed together. Oh, that's a real ass kiss.
Yeah.
But she been on TV before, so she know how to do it. What you
Well,
think, Ty?
I think you would have used the offhand. So to let me stop. He, he
But you know what? I ain't never
moved
kissed.
his hand out the way.
The first time I think I kissed old boy, I put my hand up on his face like that. That's just something in you. Like if you know, that's just a romantic type, steady type thing, no?
What do you think, Tyrone? I want to hear your perspective on it because I have
I
a
don't.
couple
I don't
opinions
think
actually.
nothing. I don't think
Okay.
nothing. I don't
Okay.
know. I
Come
don't know.
on now. Don't be hiding now.
We'll talk later.
No, it just looked. It just looked comfortable. It looked comfortable.
But you
Nice.
know what? I would have guessed that Bello, because the way that you said that he looked at her, I would have assumed that he would have tried to kiss her before.
Yes, but in the next scene, I'm thinking Bello kind of get caught slipping because, and if y'all in the chat, let me know if you agree with me. Um, who was this? Christina. So it seemed like they're on a date together. Christina, Bello, Dominique. I don't remember or know if anyone else was there, but she mentioned that there's an elephant in the room and that Bello likes Dominique.
Wait. So Dominique is the one that cooked the food for Bello, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But then Christina is the one that's trying to get the money out of him.
Yeah.
So Christina is the elephant in the room.
I think they had history. The way the episode, where they showed the clip, I thought they were gonna say they had past history, and that's the elephant in the room. So I really want to know, like, if it's just because you like both of them. I mean, that's normal. That's how the
Nah,
show set up.
I'm talking about something different. I'm talking
Okay.
about um, the language that Christina was using when she was asking Bello questions made it seem like Bello been trying to get with Christina too,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
which is
But
another reason, huh?
isn't that what y'all supposed to do?
Right. That's what I was saying. That's part of the show.
Right,
Good
right,
night,
right.
Jaguar.
Good night. And but it seems like this is the point where she confronts him about it. That's what it seemed like to me. And he get caught saying something that he shouldn't have said.
I'm gonna tell you, I like this girl. Like as far as like a girlfriend, she seemed cool, but she seemed bad for men.
um,
What she do? She seemed like like she just gotta. This ain't the spot for her. She just need to go after the man that she want, and that's it.
um, what you think, Fernando?
Nigga, I don't want no problem with Christina, dog. She seems like she a problem. I don't even want her to see. I don't want her to see this clip. um, if she is the way she is, and she want her man to do X, Y, Z, right? My thing is, you said it right. You asked three men, about the massage. Makes me wonder how many men you really got, and how
That's what
comfortable are
I
you with
thought.
all these men? Because you got three men you can ask for money. So
Yeah, I
like,
got.
what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if all three send you money, right? So they all send you 300. That's 1,000. That's a stack. So you can get three massages. You gonna keep all the money for yourself? Like, I don't like shit like that. I don't like people that move like that. So I hope she has more to bring than what she's presenting so far because it's not
Mhm.
working. Like, for example, Dominique, I thought one thing about her, but now she doing prayers, she cooking, supposedly the food is good, but she bringing
Mhm.
more to the table than just looks. Christina just
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm cute, where the money at? On whose
Yeah,
side?
yeah. And I mean, you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that. I think she has a lane for that. She should
Mhm.
just be in that lane. I don't think it's here. Like I don't really care for, and don't get me wrong, because I'm all for, with my culture and everything, our men take care of us. So I'm all for that. I have no problem in that. Right. I just don't think that a woman should ask for it. I think the way that you will really know how the man feel about you is that he'll give it to you on his own. So you should not be dry begging. You should not be hinting. You shouldn't be doing nothing. You just fall back, go for the ride and see how he deals with you. That's how you know how where the man is at with you. And if it's something that you don't want, then you just leave, you know. But besides that, I think that she does have a type. She know exactly what she want, and that's where she should go with it instead of stressing out regular men to fit her needs. And that's not a negative thing, as far as like what Fernando was saying, like we all family, this and the other. It's nothing negative. I'm just calling it as I see it. Like, how she move, and that is what it is.
I
They
agree
always
with you.
say, yeah, always say they say a man never goes backwards sexually and a woman never goes backward financially. So,
I would say, I think, to kind of her point, right? I would have answered it personally. Like, it depending on how we are, I would say, "Oh, babe, come by the crib. We know I got the table. I lay you down, massage you, do the whole thing, set the candles up and all that." On the other side, I could be like, "Hey, go to Bailey and Sprawl. We go to the spa, get our massages together. It'd be a double date. Me to sending you some bread and we just dating. Like, unless it's some nails, I'm not sending you no bread for no massage, bro. Like that, I ain't doing it. Unless you just had a strenuous week and you having a hard time and you really need it, you need that stress reliever, then sure. But this was some random. I'm not back. Nah, sorry, don't do that. Don't do that.
once
The example she gave was asking three men for a $300 massage, and all three of the men gave a different answer, and Bello didn't respond at all.
Well, Bello said he didn't see it. Bello said he saw it late,
Yeah, he
and
saw
it
it
was a
late.
morning. It was a
Saw
morning
it late.
conversation. So
and she was
Um,
like, I couldn't get a massage at night. No, you trying to collect your bread all day. You know what I'm saying? So probably all of them was collecting all day. And I really don't think anybody should be giving her no money. And I definitely don't think somebody from a TV show, like y'all all on this show together, I don't think nobody should be sending you no money either until maybe the end. Like once y'all really dug in and really know what it's hitting for, then maybe. But then at the same time, once you say that you asked three people, it's a wrap. Like, what? Are you crazy? That's like now, if a dude even send out three good morning texts, good morning beautifuls, then he a dog. You know what I'm saying? But you can turn around and ask God three different guys. Come on. And then definitely don't say what's wrong with these women. They be saying everything.
I didn't think about that. Like we on a show together. So if I send you some bread, I gotta send her some bread too, and I gotta pay for Dominique. Man, no, I ain't doing that. Go ahead, shorty. Go ahead.
yeah. There was a couple scenes where it seemed like, she was willing to run the pockets, and the fact that she just open with it, um, I don't know, it would be a turn off for me personally. I already mentioned, there's some things that we could do, but don't, exploit it. Because that means like you're gonna just take advantage of all the little stuff too, and it's just gonna end up pissing me off. Like, yeah, we got it, but you don't have to
But that right there, it's sad that women do it, but that right there should be the only red flag a man need.
yeah.
Once they start that with that dry begging stuff, it's like, nah, it's a wrap. That's what she is. So then when she gets smutted, she can't even say there's a reason why because she the one who put out that behavior. Like,
So she
And
mm-mm.
yeah.
I will say this though. I done seen the cash apps from cast numbers who got bread. So if you want to ask, I will tell you
Yeah,
not
yeah,
to ask,
yeah,
girl. Get your
yeah,
money, boo. Get your money.
yeah,
Let me just put that out there.
yeah. I think she mentioned, dude gotta have money to date me. She wasn't the only one. And not saying this is directly to her, but sometimes when I hear a woman say that, my follow-up is always like, how much? You know?
How
How
much what?
how much money does he need to have to date you? Because that's telling too. Because sometimes they would give a number, and I'd be like, oh, okay. I
I
sure
don't even
thought that number was going to be much higher, but all right.
because what it really means, everybody talking in subliminals. What it really means is not that you have to have a certain amount of money. It's just her letting you know that I'm going to cost you. I want to go to extravagant places. I want you to send me money. When I say that I want to go do X, Y, and Z, I expect you to do these things. So this is like I don't know, that's like a lube.
Yeah.
She lubing you up.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's a lube. That's what it's like. The precursor. She
I
giving
know. I'm
you
messing.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I always like to ask, like, how is that working out for you?
It don't be working out. It goes until it be the same thing on both parts. Like a guy going to give until he can't get no more. Just like the chick, she going to have sex until she can't sex no more, and then they just move around and get new partners. But the reason why I'm so against the women asking for money is because a lot of times women think that that's how it go because they hear everybody else doing it. They hear women on TV, they hear the rap songs, they hear this, they do all of that. But some of them women really want decent relationships and they really want a man and they think that that's how you lead. That's not how you lead and get in that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and by all means, I'm never telling you to go into no 50-50 because that's a partnership. That's not a relationship. You know, and I do think the man should be the head of your household and all of that. But I just think that if you really want to know, you let the man do it. If he got it in him to do it, he will do it. Most men do it, you know?
Yeah. And all you
And
got
if
to do is allude to things that you like. And if he want to do it for you, he going to do it. You know? Sabrina did come through. Shout out to Sabrina.
Yeah, hi Sabrina. Happy Thanksgiving.
See you.
What's up, Sabrina?
Lube could be a precursor to the full gift. Yeah, just don't like abuse what we have, you know? All right, everybody in the audience, let me know how y'all felt about episode 3. Thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any last words, Lex or Fernando?
Nope, I'll save it. But anyway, it's your girl Lex Royal. See you in the group.
I'm keeping short. Fernando, try being savage. Check me out. Check out the page. Join the trip. You know what to do. See you next time.
Yeah.
I got
See,
somebody else too, brother. I got Dallas on deck too, brother. Got somebody
feel
else,
like
brother.
what you call it might be there.
Oh snap!
Who?
Okay.
Who might be where?
Who that?
Say no names, homie.
I don't
Don't
want
say
to
no
say no
names.
name, but
Yeah. They pulling up, bro. They pulling up.
Well,
I got
the lady that's gonna slide in Ty DM, you know, there is a trip that I know for a fact that Ty brought a ticket to. That's the trip that
I'm out. I ain't playing with y'all no more. I'm out. Y'all
listen,
have a good
wait,
night.
look, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you
Nah,
sell tickets, but I had to throw
Lex
Ty
doing
under
too
the
much,
bus.
bro. Lex is doing too much, bro.
I wanted to support
I,
Fernando. I was gonna spit it out, but it's cool, Lex.
I'm
Shout out
just
to
messing around.
Fernando's trip. For
You know
anybody
what?
who's looking to take a trip to St. Lucia,
Ty, I'm gonna be honest with you though, on some for real stuff. I do want
yeah.
you to find love. Like I want to see Ty the husband.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, so you know, and I like, you know, she had her energy was cool. Like, do you know how brave you gotta be to do something like that?
No, I mean, I accept it. I acknowledge it. I appreciate it.
And she invited you to the Christmas party.
So if you want to see Tyrone on his excursions, looking for love, come out to St. Lucia, July 8th to the 13th.
And I'm gonna tell you, Ty be getting nice when he be on trips and stuff. You gotta see when he out there acting up. He be half naked in them carnivals and all that stuff. So you might want to go on that trip. I'm just saying. You might meet a different Ty than the Ty that you meet in Florida, Mr. Politically Correct.
I heard there's no shirt tie. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but he ain't got no shirt when he on vacation. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming out. See y'all next Tuesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. I always reply to the comments eventually, so definitely leave a comment, and I will see y'all next Tuesday night.
Wait, one more thing. The show going back to 8:00.
Yes,
What?
it is going
Okay,
back to
cool.
8 on a Friday. And do y'all like this time slot? This Tuesday time slot?
I mean, as opposed to what? You got another day?
That Friday immediately afterwards, that Monday, but I didn't want to conflict with Monday Night Football. I thought Tuesday would just be a good day that's free for everybody.
Okay.
You holler at other panel members. Like for me, I don't like Tuesday, but I'm busy every day. You know how I move. So I'm gonna just make it work. But don't do Friday or Saturday. I'm not gonna be there. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm in them. I'm busy. I'm busy on those 2 particular days.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. That'd be his date nights.
Stop it.
Every night's a date night, okay? Because I take her on a date every day because she's my woman.
Who? You got a woman now?
Yep. I'm taking. And what?
Who you woman? You ain't even tell me.
I know I ain't had to. I told
her.
You
ignorant.
I told her.
You told her?
Yeah.
Tell me.
And I'll tell you next time.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
Congrats,
it.
Fernando. Can't wait to meet her in St. Lucia.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up there. That's yeah.
Whoa, you got a girl before the trip? This is my goodness.
Couple trip. It's couple trip now for me anyway. It's couple trip. I'm coming to enjoy the show.
Yo, she must be a good girl because you all out with it before. You like, don't say nothing, hide.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Have a good night, y'all. Be blessed.
Y'all be safe, folks.